Welcome to another installment of Advancing the Common Good, the United Way's Community Impact Series. My name is Katie Gallagher, and I'm the Marketing Specialist at the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area. We're really excited to have with us today Mary Anderson. Mary Anderson is the co-chair of the Stuff the Bus School Supply Drive here in Helena. Stuff the Bus is actually a project of the Angel Fund. We're really excited to have you here today because we get to talk not only about Stuff the Bus and what the Angel Fund does, but also about something that people can do the minute that they turn off their TV. We have a call to action today. They can go donate school supplies and help kids out here in the Helena area. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so let's just start by talking a little bit about the Angel Fund. We know they do Stuff the Bus. We know that that's what you're involved with. But what else do you do in the community? We can talk about the Angel Fund a little, or the Stuff the Bus a little bit later, but let's focus on other things that the Angel Fund does.
Okay. The Angel Fund was actually founded by Marcia Wall, who was, at the time, she was the school counselor at HMS 25 years ago. And she started very informally, herself and some of her friends buying things for students at HMS who couldn't otherwise afford it. So it could be a winter coat, it could be tickets to something that this class was doing that they didn't have money for. But she started it at a very small level. That was 25 years ago. Today we have over a budget of over $100,000. And last year we spent $95,000 on school clothing for students. So students who are receiving free reduced lunch in the Helena School District can, after October 1st, come to the schools and fill out an application and be able to get $100 at the elementary level, $150 at the high school and middle school level. They go to the store of their choice and pick out clothing, and then we go pay for that. So they have clothes for the school. This is, like I said, it's a 25th year, and we're actually dedicating everything this year to the memory of Cleve Malmstrom, who is Marcia's son, who died this year, who definitely emulated the idea of everyone has value and everybody can make it if they have a leg up. Along with the Angel Fund and the clothing drive, we have Stuff the Bus, which we'll be talking about. Yes. And then this weekend is actually Running for Montana's Future, which Marcia put together with the Helena Police Department and Steve Bullock when he was Attorney General. And that is a race that funds running shoes for students who want to participate in sports who may not be able to afford that otherwise. And so all of the money that happens that they achieve this weekend with the race will go back into our middle schools and high schools so our kids can have some running shoes if they want to participate. And then finally, we do emergency things as well, but we also do a scholarship. So last year, 6 Helena area students won $1,000 scholarship to attend a Montana school. So the Angel Fund is huge.
Yes.
And Stuff the Bus is a small part of that.
All right, so 2 things that people can really contribute to in the near future: Stuff the Bus and the Running for Montana's Future.
Yes.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So let's shift gears and talk about Stuff the Bus. That's probably the most well-known Angel Fund activity. How long has it been going on here in the Helena community, and what is it exactly?
So the Stuff the Bus has been going on for 8 years. It actually began as a project with the Catholic Church Good Samaritans and Good Samaritan and 4 Catholic churches in Helena 8 years ago as an effort to get students who couldn't afford school supplies at the very beginning of the year. 8 years later, we have over 60 businesses and churches that help us with this. And we have different organizations that sponsor activities. But the whole idea of it is that if we have students who can't afford school supplies, we can give those to them before school starts so they can start. We say we want to level the playing field for students. So when they start the year, they have their books, they have their notebooks, pencils, pens, things to help them be successful academically. And the great thing about Stuff the Bus is it just doesn't help students in the Helena School District, but we serve students in Boulder and Basin and Townsend and East Helena and Wolf Creek and Lincoln. We serve the entire Helena area, as well as the private schools, all of the Christian schools, and homeschool students can also access our program.
So for those of us without kids, like myself, I don't think a lot of people realize how expensive school supplies can really be for local families. How much on average do school supplies cost parents? And usually it's a one-time expense that then recurs throughout the year. So how much do school supplies usually cost?
Right. We estimate that for elementary school students, it's anywhere from $35 to $60. The schools have been a lot better about not requiring brand new gym shoes. It used to be you had to have brand new gym shoes, but it's still $25 to $60. And for the high schools and middle schools, it's anywhere from $50 to $100 for school supplies. And so it gets expensive right around when they're trying to buy other things as well.
Yeah, especially families with multiple children. That
Right.
adds up very, very fast.
Right.
So if people want to get involved in Stuff the Bus, if they want to donate supplies this year, how long do they have? When does Stuff the Bus end this year?
So officially, Stuff the Bus ends August 9th. That's when the Helena Transportation for Student will start driving the bus around to our different businesses and picking up the school supplies from them.
Okay.
If people wanted to donate after that, they can always call the numbers on the angelfundhelena.org website, and we will come pick those up after that date. But what happens is we distribute supplies to the schools on August 15th. We unload the bus and people come in and get what they need on that day. And then after that, the 18th through the 21st, the schools distribute those supplies. And you can call your area school if you need supplies. But yeah, we try to get everything during that time. And a lot of people don't know what to donate, and so they give us money. And so if we get money, we use that money for things like the base camp gives us a great deal on heavier backpacks for high school and middle school students that'll last longer. Or we get 3-ring zippered binders for middle school students, or combination locks. Or if you have a son or daughter who's taking an auto mechanics or a specialty class, we'll buy the equipment for those. So you can either give school supplies, or if you want to give a monetary donation, you can send that in or drop it off at any of those locations as well.
Okay, and I think there was an important point in that too. So what if there's viewers out there listening today that might need school supplies? How do they contact their school and let their school know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if anytime after the 15th, most secretaries are back on the 18th.
Okay.
They can call their schools, and every school distributes them differently, but they can call those schools and find out when the distribution date is, and who the contact person is if they have questions, and that way they can make sure they have those supplies ready for their kids.
All right, and then you mentioned drop-off locations around town. Do you just want to talk about a few of them? So if people do want to go purchase school supplies, where can they drop those supplies off between now and the 9th?
Sure. Most of the banks right now are collecting school supplies for us, so that's an easy place for people to drop things off. Power Townsend, Morrison, Merrily. Right now the bus is at Capital City Health Club, and I'm taking more boxes over there after we're done here today. But also next week, if you're just around town or enjoying some of the activities, the Great Northern Town Center and the Family Fun Fest Committee volunteered to take our bus for 4 days. So starting Thursday afternoon, they have a noon lunch special time. There will be someone down there manning the bus during lunch, and then all of the Shakespeare in the Park nights, so from 6 to 7:15 every night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there'll be someone down there at the bus to pick up supplies. Okay. And then also during the Family Fun Fest, from 9 to 1 on Saturday, that is the 9th, I want to say, the 9th, we'll have somebody down there and you can just drop off your supplies.
All right. Lots of options, lots of places for people to go. And so can we review the website really fast? Because it's a lot of information for people to remember about drop-offs. But the website to find out more information is angelfundhelena.org. So visit the website, all the information is there.
Yes.
And I heard last year that you guys filled an entire yellow school bus, 85 passenger school bus. More than that.
Actually more.
All right.
Yeah, and we serve, just in those areas, last year we served over 1,200 students, so the need is there.
Yeah.
All of the supplies were used last year by February. So, in fact, I would say earlier, and so we do everything that is brought in, we make sure goes to students that need it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Mary.
Thank you.
We hope that all the viewers out there join the Angel Fund and help us stuff multiple yellow school buses so that all the kids in the Helena area have all the supplies they need to start school in a few weeks. So on behalf of the United Way and everybody else in the community that advances the common good every single day, we thank you.